So is the Clovis, California housing market finally shifting in 2026, or is it just another fake out used by New Year's Eve resolution to go to the gym? So if you're thinking about buying or selling in Clovis, California, here's the latest numbers through February of 2026. Might actually surprise you in a good way, or wait, what kind of way? Today, we're breaking down the actual prices and inventory days on market and what it actually means for you without the boring real estate jargon. So welcome back to the channel, your go-to source for Clovis, California and the Central Valley real estate. I'm Rufi, Alday. Welcome back again. We don't just throw numbers at you and hope they stick. We actually break them down analytically so you can make a smart decision on your own, whether you're buying, selling, or just Zillow stalking at 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey, no judgment. So let's just get into it. Let's jump right into the numbers. As of February 2026, the median home price was about $465,000, average home value around $510,000, median list price roughly $520,000, price per square foot about $278 to $281. So what does it mean? Basically, sellers are aiming high and buyers in this market are negotiating, and they're meeting somewhere in the middle like adults at a very polite disagreement. So homes are selling for about 99% of list price, which tells us that this isn't a crash. It's actually a conversation. Days on market. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting. Homes are taking a little bit longer, about 63 to 60 days on market to sell on average. So let me translate that. Back in 2021, homes are just flying, selling faster than concert tickets. Now, buyers actually have time to, one, think, negotiate, and maybe even sleep on it. Wild concept. But here's the twist. Well-priced homes, however, are still going pending in about 25 to 45 days. So the market didn't slow down. It just stopped tolerating bad pricing. Year-over-year trends. So let's talk about what changed from last year to this year. Prices. They're actually down just about 1.1%. However, the days on market up significantly. Homes sold slightly down. So are we in a crash? Nah. Actually, here specifically in Clovis, California, we're in what we call a reality mode. The pandemic market was like a Black Friday sale where everything was chaos. This market here locally, more like Costco on a Tuesday morning. Still busy, but you can breathe. Inventory. Inventory is one of the biggest shifts right now here in Clovis, California. About 293 homes currently on the market, around 90 to 100 new listings hitting monthly. So what's the translation? Buyers finally have options. You're no longer forced to choose between the house with the weird layout or the one with the suspicious smell or whatever. You can actually compare homes now. For sellers though, this means competition is back. It's not just not nice landscape or what competition. We're talking pricing strategy, marketing quality, presentation, and yes, your listing photos matter more than ever. Market competition. So, how competitive is Clovis, California right now? Well, we'd call it somewhat competitive, which is real estate speak for it depends. Here's what we're finding out. And here's what we're seeing. About 40% of homes still sell above list price. Some multiple offers still happening. Average sale about 1% below list. So no, the market isn't dead. It's just selective. Buyers are picky now. They're not just asking, well, do I like this house? No, they're asking, do I like this house at this price with this interest? And do I also want to keep my sanity? What this means for buyers. So if you are a buyer in 2026 in Clovis, California, this is actually one of the best windows we've seen in years. Here's why. You now have 1, more inventory, 2, more negotiating power, and 3, more time to make decisions. What we're seeing, seller credits, 1, 2, price reductions, 3, inspection negotiations. Things that basically did not exist a couple of years ago. Back then, asking for repairs was like, asking someone to lower gas prices. Good luck to you. Now, it's back on the table. What this means for sellers. For sellers, this is where strategy matters more than ever. The truth, you can still sell for top dollar, but only if, one, you're priced correctly, two, you market properly, and three, you don't, quote unquote, test the market with unrealistic prices. Because here's what's happening. Overpriced homes are sitting. And sitting. Did I say sit? Until eventually they become that listing. You don't know what to be that, you don't want to be that listing. Unique differentiators. So what makes our approach different is how we treat the housing market like diagnostics. With our background in the medical analysis, including work connected to the Olympic level, such as the 1996 Olympics and 2000, we don't guess. We analyze, we interpret, and we prescribe the best strategy for both the seller and buyer. Because in this market, guessing costs money. So if you're thinking about buying or selling in Clovis, California, or even just trying to figure out how to operate an iPhone that's jiggling, stay tuned to the end. We actually have great strategies for you as a buyer or seller in this kind of market in Clovis, California. So if you like the information that we said here below, please do connect with us with my contact information below. Hey, is this market for you? It's definitely not boring. So watch this next video to see how Clovis compares to Fresno in 2026, because the differences might surprise you.